All right. Howdy, folks. Howdy. I'm Black Dragon. Welcome to another edition of Black Dragon Biker TV. And as always, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in from wherever it is in the world that you happen to be. It is Tuesday morning. Oh my goodness. I am hurt, man. This damn accident thing, bro. I just been laid up, barely able to get. I'm old, man. Yeah, you know what? If you get old, if your ass gets old, bro, that's you need a round of applause. Being older, it ain't for the faint of heart, man. You be hurting and things like. Well, I would have bounced up from this accident like it wasn't nothing a few years ago. My back hurts. I can't even move. Can't even sit in my chair. My booty hurts. Wow. Don't be acting like I can't come. I can't even sit up straight. I just got to lean back like this. But I can't lean back like this and talk to y'all. I didn't even want to come to work today, man. I just wanted to stay home and lay in the bed and convalesce. I need to go to Haiti or something and lay in the sand of the healing sulfurs of magnemite or someplace, you know? Oh, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to make videos that you can share with your club brothers. So we got to email in. I don't know if you guys remember the video that I did a long, long time ago about this kid who was right. Did somebody say I sound like a skimmer puke? Trevor, don't do that. Don't do that. That's not kind. Here we have insurrection hearings and Donald Trump got kidnapped and you're going to call me a skimmer puke. The world is going to hell in a handbasket. But anyway. Philip says quit whining. I am whining. Wow. Anyway, this video I did a while ago where this kid was riding his motorcycle, young kid, just chilling, left his beautiful daughter, decided to ride up in California, and he tried to pass a 1% motorcycle club. And as he was passing the club, he saw a bunch of guys up there running. So you know how you are. At least I am. I do this on motorcycles. A lot of times when I see those guys up there, I try to catch up to them. Yeah, you want to see who's up there. I know I do. I roll up there, try to get up there, and then in my mind, it's passing. I want to pass everything that's out there. I've always been like that. I want to pass everything. on the highway, especially if I'm riding alone. I want to be moving faster than everything. I want to pass everything. You got to be rolling hard to pass me. One is I like to be up front and seen. I like to be making the most noise. I like to be uh, uh, if you're seen and you're up front and you can see everything coming up on you, it's, in my opinion, it's harder to get hit. So I this kid saw them and he started speeding up for him. And this is like one of my most controversial videos. He said it was a particular 1% motorcycle club, but I never saw the patches in the video. And so I won't say that club's name because I never actually saw those patches. Even though you can see the folks, there was never a good picture of their patches. And one of the guys jumps back, I guess the tail gunner, and attempts to kick the guy off his motorcycle. And or scare him like he's gonna kick him. And I did a response video to that saying I had to run that guy's ass completely off I'm a very good rider, I believe. I've been doing it a long time. I've had those kinds of battles. We used to practice that. We used to practice biker combat, if you will. So I'm pretty good at that. I'd have put that guy's ass in the center of the. I'd have put him in the next continent. If he'd have picked up his leg and come at my motorcycle, it would have been owned like a chicken bone. And a lot of people kind of got mad at me, talking about what about the other guys and you're going to take on 10 guys with guns and blah blah blah. No, I didn't start that. I that's not something I started. I was just riding my damn motorcycle down the street, and I've never been that guy that you're just going to come kick my ass because I'm riding my motorcycle down the street and you didn't like what I was doing. And I'm not fixing to start that. But if we're going to bring it, we're going to bring hell. Today's a good day to die. I don't plan on dying for what I believe in, but I don't mind making you die for what you believe in. I've always felt that way. Now, I mean, am I going to try to have gunfight at the OK Corral with 8 dudes on bikes and I'm by myself? No, but you're not fixing to kick me off my motorcycle. And I just let you do it because I might have to face you guys. I'm going to try to plant your ass and then maybe try to get across the median and ride the other way as fast as I can and that be that. You never know. I'm not trying to maintain that I'm Wyatt Earp or anybody. You never know how that turns out, but you got to always be ready to defend yourself, man. You got to always be ready to defend yourself. There's a video of that idiot going over the bars on a street glide. He hit a roundabout. It's hilarious. Are we talking about the same guy? It's not hilarious. I mean, come on. I had a dump 2 days ago. I would hope you guys would not be laughing at me. That idiot Black Dragon can't sit on his tailbone right now. It's hilarious. Well, you guys are unforgiving as hell out there. But what I was amazed about is all of the bikers that came in on the side of the club. And you guys had like the most incredible, idiotic stuff to say. Well, he should know better than the blah blah blah. Well, pulling up on the blah blah blah. We'll pull it up on the club. They've always got to check their six and all this retardation. And a lot of people, because if you looked at the video, a lot of people thought that the kid tried to like ride up through the pack. Because if you saw the video, the biker that kicked at him was kicking over to the right, kicking him off of the right lane. And so people assumed, well, he rode up through the pack on the right-hand side. And like, who does that? Nobody does that. Like, what happened was the tail gunner saw him and dropped back to him. In my club, we don't have tail gunners. It would be the assistant road captain. But you folks call them tail gunners and stuff. I use the vernacular that I've been hearing lately. Could have been a sergeant in arms. Whoever it was dropped back and the kid is to the right of him. So there's no indication that the kid tried to drive up through the pack. Anyway, tries to kick him off the bike or threatens to kick him off the bike, comes into his lane with his foot up in the air, kicking at him. And, at that minute, I can't think about all them other dudes up there or whatever. I got to think about what's going on here right now. You got to be eliminated. We got to eliminate your threat. We got to take it in the order of succession. Succession. We got to take it in the order of importance. And we got to get you handled. And then we'll worry about the boys half a mile up the road or whatever. So, you get all these dudes that have never been in a motorcycle club making all these excuses. And you guys are so quick, man. You guys are so quick to do all that. But you fail to see how civilians see your bullshit. And you fail to see how our bad behavior destroys the biker set. I went and I checked out that kid's video because and then the whole thing played out because he's a young YouTuber. The whole thing played out. The whole thing played out in front of his audience, and that video has had millions of views. Millions of views. That video has had millions of people view that video. And there have been millions of negative opinions because Americans are not typically people who enjoy being pushed around. When Machine Gun Kelly and them folks was running around shooting up banks and stuff and just gonna be lawless on the land, America hired the G-men to go get them. We weren't playing when Billy the Kid and them and these folks was out there doing their thing, and you just gonna do whatever you want to do out there. They went and got who was it? Bat Masterson? I can't remember. To go after them dudes. They hired the railroad went and hired people and stuff. We don't do bad guys for long. We don't We don't do Robin Hoods for long in this country. You have the uh, big mafia things. What they do, they actually turn guys against guys and informants and stuff. America's not a country that likes to be pushed around. We only take it for a little while. How's the leg feeling? It hurts, Harley House. So, we talk often about the biker lifestyle and how it's being destroyed. It's being destroyed by bad acts. So this guy wrote me this letter, and it's kind of choppy, so I'm trying to put it together. So I'm not word for word here. Let's see. So he says, I'm going to come into the letter right here. Plus, the guys in that pack, they aren't winning a lot of hearts and minds. So many of these channels like yours, Black Dragon, talk about how the lifestyle is dwindling. Think this guy that was nearly kicked off his bike is going to turn around and want to join a motorcycle club? So he makes a good point. If motorcycle clubs are dwindling and we need participation, after you push around on people and mistreat them, what do you think that does for the recruiting effort? Like he said, think that guy that was nearly kicked off his bike is going to turn around and want to join a motorcycle club? Then he said, what about the general public and the MC YouTube channels talking about, how they are misunderstood and how motorcycle clubs are misrepresented by the media? That they're just freedom-loving Americans who like to live, ride, and love biking. Well, I tell you, Hollywood doesn't do that anymore. He's so sick of motorcycle clubs. He was the first big one I ever used to see he'd be on there every day, 3-4 years ago, every single day, fighting for motorcycle clubs. His first shows that I remember was called The Biker Angle. And it was his mission to tell the world that biker clubs were just misunderstood. He don't do that no more. He's so sick of clubs acting like gangs. He don't even, man, you should hear that guy start ranting about it. And I picked up the mantle as well. Media and this viewer, he keyed in on that. What about you YouTube channels? What about the general public and MC YouTube channels talking about how they're so misunderstood and misrepresented by the media? That bikers and motorcycle clubs are just freedom-loving Americans who like to ride. Yeah. And he calls BS. He throws the BS flag. Then he said, then there's law enforcement and their views about motorcycle clubs. The above video doesn't help the cause in that respect either. He says, I do like the truth Black Dragon laid down about civilians. If someone doesn't know the protocol, how are they to know that passing without permission is a disrespectful act? He says, to me, disrespect has to have intent behind it. You ever see that guy who picks on an innocent person about some disrespect that person has done? And he is pushing around and hurting this person who has committed some faux pas. that he absolutely has no idea that what he has done is wrong, and he is being severely punished and not even know why. Like the guy who bullies on somebody, and he's so mad this person has done something wrong. The person doesn't even know he's done wrong. The person didn't even mean any disrespect. I remember, and I write this story in my book, President's Bible, about the time, or maybe I wrote the story in the Prospects Bible. It might have been the President's Bible, about the time when I was a prospect, and I rode up on this badass biker club in Los Angeles. I was, we were in San Diego. That's where my club was. So if you wanted to have any fun, you would ride to Los Angeles, 87 miles away, almost a 2-hour ride back then. And when you get there, when I got there, I'm hanging out, and I was a prospect for so long. Now a lot of people don't let prospects ride anywhere alone. I was a prospect for so long that, like, that was my full patch. Everybody knew me. I was a prospect, and I was widely accepted, and the club didn't even care. Like, they weren't ever fixing to make me a full patch member anyway. I was prospect for life. So I just rode around. But I was still a prospect. I didn't know stuff. So there's this Mexican guy, and he had a little puppy. Beautiful little puppy. And you guys know I'm a dog lover. And the puppy was in the Mexican guy, and he was kind of drunk. And they were just walking down the street past the clubhouse. The clubhouse was on a regular street and had a sidewalk in front of it. And he's just walking down the damn sidewalk. And a girl sees the puppy and starts screaming. There was no need to scream at the puppy. The puppy hadn't done anything wrong. Maybe she had bad experiences with animals or whatever, but she starts um she starts screaming, and um the one of the guys wanted to show off. He was drunk too, and he wanted to show off. And so he pulls out this dagger and goes over to stab this puppy. And the Mexican man objects, like, don't stab my puppy. And this dude just, the Mexican guy puts up a protest, like, you're not fixing to kill my puppy. We didn't do anything. We're just trying to walk past the motorcycle club. This chick starts screaming. If you just allow us, we'll just walk on by. It'll be no trouble. And this guy commences to pulverizing this Mexican dude and knocks him into the street and knocks his ass out. He's actually snoring. He's actually snoring. I think it was the first time I'd ever really seen somebody be knocked out. I was in my early 20s, and this is a major street. I want to say Wilshire Boulevard or something. It was a major street, and he's laying in the middle of the street. And then the motorcycle club, and then all of a sudden they're not interested in the puppy anymore. They don't care. They've done their bidding. And the puppy's over there, licking at his owner, like, oh hell, we got some issues. And I'm watching these cars just roll down the road at 50 and 60 miles an hour. And I realized this guy's going to be run over. And nobody cares. So I walked out to the street, grabbed the guy by his leg, passed out, and I drug him onto the sidewalk. And this way he wouldn't be hit. And that act alone, I had disrespected them. I had gotten in their club business, but that was not my intent. You know, disrespect requires intent. He had disrespected them by walking past their motorcycle club, and the dog barked. Or actually, the dog didn't bark. The dog existed. He never intended to disrespect them. He disrespected them by saying, "Please don't kill my dog." No intent, just today you want to wake up and be disrespected. So next thing I know, these guys are surrounding me. And you know, I was a 6th-degree black belt at that time. And not worried about handling my effing business. And I was going to take that knife from that guy and I was going to kill him. And whoever else, came, I was going to kill as many of those guys as I could. And I was going to kill them, period. I made up my mind, I'm going back to San Diego tonight. This guy's drunk and these other guys drunk and kind of staggering and shit. I'm getting ready to kill me a few cats. So I'm going to kill these guys before they even know what hit them. And, we'll worry about sorting it, but if my life goes right here, right now, it's going to be real. It's going to be messy. It's going to cost somebody something. But this guy with the dagger, I'm going to need that dagger. That dagger is going to be really important for what I'm going to need to do. So that guy's the first dude. That dagger is coming to me, and he's going to get stuck with his own sticker. And so I got my mind planted. I'm okay. Well, here it comes. And the next thing I know, Route 66 Motorcycle Club surrounds me. I believe the president's name was Zulu at the time. And Route 66 Motorcycle Club in Los Angeles. I'm sure they're still around, and I'll be forever grateful because these dudes just surround me, and they take me over to my motorcycle. And this is so long ago, I don't even remember the name of the club that I was at by myself as a prospect. So they took me to my bike and they put me on my bike. I had a Goldwing at the time, and they put me on my Goldwing. And then the other members rode up onto, and we were parked on the sidewalk, if I remember correctly. And these dudes rode up on the sidewalk and encircled me with their motorcycles on the sidewalk so that no one could get to me. And then they rode me down off the sidewalk and rode me down to the gas station, which was right on the corner, half a block away. And Zulu said, "Prospect, fill your motorcycle up with gas right here, right now." And, I was a prospect. That was a president. I did what he said to do. And as soon as I filled my motorcycle up, he said, "Now go home. Take your ass to San Diego. Do not stop. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Do not stop at any other motorcycle club on the way home. You are barred from Los Angeles tonight. You're hot. You've made the block hot. You're hot in this city. You got to go. And I'm going to call you president when you get home to make sure you went straight home." And then they rode me probably about maybe 10, 20 miles down the highway to send me on. You didn't you don't always have to mean to cause trouble. You don't often when somebody wants to be disrespected, they're going to be disrespected. But like this writer says, to me, disrespect has to have intent behind it. I'm not saying you can't educate someone, but is passing someone without permission by a civilian who doesn't know any better, should this be a lethal offense? He says it seems kind of harsh to me. So when I think of what you guys can do as individual bikers to help save our lifestyle, I often say that it starts with one person. It starts with one person. One person can make a difference. And you can be that one person that makes a difference for your motorcycle club. Any person in that club could have stopped the asshole from trying to stab the dog. Any person could have said, don't beat that Mexican man up. He hasn't done nothing wrong. Instead, we often choose to sit and watch the worst bad actors in our club just act out. Sometimes they have the whole motorcycle club held hostage. You don't want to jump on them. I've said this before. A lot of times we feel like we need these people because, we need real warriors when we go to war. But it be those people, the ones that start the wars. It be them. They be the ones. They are the folks who always are keeping up some BS. If you got rid of them, you'd get rid of your wars. Everywhere you go, this person can't get along. I mean, after 5 different, and for people who suffer with PTSD and stuff like that, one of the things that your life is not moving correctly when every time you turn around, you are in a conflict with someone else. Well, most people ain't in a conflict with anyone at all, but you seem to find a conflict every day. You are the conflict finder. I'm going to call you CF, conflict finder. You're like a fish finder. You can find conflict. A fish finder can find fish where there are no fish to be found. Fish finder knows where the fish are. Conflict finders can find conflict where no conflict exists. They just generate it. They're almost like a storm generator. You just seed the clouds. So these conflict finders that are in our clubs, maybe we need to toss their asses out. Bro, we've been to 6 places and you've had 6 fights. No more for you. You are destroying our lifestyle. You're destroying the lifestyle for everybody. You got a bad disposition. Don't know body. You don't even like yourself. And you can't like our club because every time we turn around, here you come with some more BS. And a lot of times it's like, okay, well, I got to protect my brother in public and then I'll discuss it with him in private. But we never get over to the private discussion. Hey, man, don't do that again. I protected you and we beat down the Mexican dude with the dog and left him in the middle of the street. Then we threatened the young prospect for having the gall to pull him out of the street so he wouldn't be murdered. Now we got the police at our clubhouse. Like you guys don't, there's just no ability to think down the street. And you would think it would get better as we get like 50 and 60 years old. You'd think it would get better. Like, okay, but at 60, they're still doing the same 22-year-old BS. Propped up by our brothers by our brothers who seem to be paralyzed and can't stop you from your own bad behavior. You're destroying what we do. Destroying it. Our lifestyle. So what can you do? Stop with all this. The civilians that don't know our protocols shouldn't be kicked off their motorcycles. You can stop at the gas station and tell the guy, hey, listen, this is kind of how we do things, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you didn't know. Pretty pleased with sugar on top. Don't do that again. It goes a long way. Man, those guys are really cool, man. Most people don't want to get in your way. Most people don't want to cause no trouble. Most people, if you would tell them, like I had this Karen man come out to my car last night. And I was going to get some food. You guys know I'm hurt and stuff. I can barely walk. My tailbone hurts. I can't sit on my... You guys know I was crying earlier, whining. And so I pull my broke ass up. I'm broken. I pull my broken ass, because that's different than broke ass. Broke ass is you ain't got no money. So I pulled my broken ass up to the restaurant. They had made my food for me, and I'm getting ready to try to crawl out of my car and try to navigate to the door. I'm hurting now. My shoulders hurt. My back hurts. Being off kilter just throws everything off. And I'm trying to go into, and this dude, this Karen dude comes out to my car. Do you have any idea how irritating your bright lights are? I can't see a thing. I'm like, did this MF just come out of the restaurant to chastise me about my lights that I'm getting ready to turn off? I'm turning my car off. Did this Karen just actually come to my car? And he put his finger up and began to reprimand me. Well, you can't put your finger up around the Malinois. The Malinois they're different kind of dogs. They ain't right. I don't know who bred these things. Whoever bred these things, whoever came up with the idea of the Malinois breeding, it needs help. That person needs Jesus. Really, man. Because or maybe it's just my Malinois, but you people who have Malinois will understand what I'm talking about. They are like really extra dogs. They're like really extra. Everything about them is extra. Like they have separation anxiety, like you would never believe. They have this thing where if you're their owner, and you got to give them a job. If you don't give them a job, they'll make a job. These are working dogs. They're not for people. They're not for houses. They're not house pets. They make great house pets, but they're not house pets. They really are dogs that must have a job, just like the Jack Russell Terrier. And I had two high-strung animals, and they got to have a job. And so I didn't know this when this damn thing came up to you guys remember a year ago when he showed up, and now he has made me his job. Like, cause we don't go and search for drugs, or we're not doing police work, none of that. So his job is nothing happens to Black Dragon. This was not any training. There was no training to this. And you can ask a couple of my club brothers who have actually suffered greatly from doing simple things like shaking my hand too hard, bit just like that. Um, yeah, yeah. One club brother was showing me how somebody choked a guy and almost got the back of his arm taken off. I mean, it was blood everywhere. It was so embarrassing. That's this dog. That's this dog. And so he came with the finger, and the Malinois came out of the damn window on him. I had to grab the dog and hold him in mid-flight. It was crazy. But it's like this guy's a civilian dude. He's a Karen. He didn't deserve to be bitten by the dog. Okay. I had to stop the dog. No, don't. We can't just do that. You have to understand that people are going to be people. They do stupid things, whatever the case may be, but they don't deserve your ire. Disrespect. It was disrespectful. Like, does this dude really come in my face? Is this dude really chastising me for driving a car with lights on? But hey, yeah, I mean, that was his trip, man. We have to figure out a way to just let some things go. No, don't eat him up. Let him go. Let him go, good dog. Don't destroy him for that. Be a good dog. You got to be able to pull your dogs down, man. Put your club dogs down. They're not always necessary. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me get over here and answer some questions. Oh, somebody says don't forget to give Black Dragon some thumbs up. Yeah, don't forget to give me some thumbs up. First and foremost, you are a man. Don't forget that. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll back. You guys are hitting me with a lot of stuff today. I had an F3 Bengal cat, and they are basically the cat version of the Malinois. You had not a Bengal tiger, but a Bengal cat. I had never heard of a Bengal cat. But I guess they don't mess around, huh? These Bengal cats. Her most vicious attack can be immediately halted by a belly rub. Absolutely. So let's see. I'm trying to catch up. I'm way behind in the comments. My Dobermans are the same way, working bad to the bone dogs. Absolutely. You guys that have these dogs know the Malinois understands cues of violent intent. Malinois, this is like one of the craziest dogs I've ever had. I think I know what two dogs I'll always have. I'm probably going to always have two, and it's going to be a Malinois and a Jack Russell Terrier. But I love my pit too. I don't know. I love dogs, but these Malinois are something very special. Malinois are extremely specialized for really intelligent work, hence why the military has them. I knew nothing about these dogs until I got one, man. Keep your hands out of a man's face. Absolutely. I agree with that. When clubs have 100 to 300 riders and they need to change lanes, make a turn, or maybe a riding emergency happen, like a blowout or whatever the case, then if nothing else, have some common courtesy and respect. Yeah, I don't agree with that. A civilian riding his motorcycle has no idea about a club's need to do anything. Most of these independent guys don't have a damn idea about a club and how it works and how it turns and riding side by side. They don't do that. They see somebody on the road and if I'm going faster, I go on past you. And this idea that they're not following MC protocol, well, why would they? They're not in an MC. But they damn sure have voting power. And that's what you guys need to realize. I got a bull mastiff follow me to the truck. Uh, this would be the last time I bring it up. You remember when the leaves was blowing? I was working my nunchucks. I did Black Dragon Biker TV commercial. Do you still have it? Yes, I still have that commercial. I still have the commercial where you were doing the nunchucks, Midnight Ghost Rider. Let's see. Do I have it on my board where I could just pull it up? Um, I used to play it all the time. I'm sure I didn't take it down. I'm trying to remember where it is. It's actually it's on my board somewhere. It was a lot of fun. Let's see. Uh, oh, where is it? Uh, I hate that I can't just touch it. I'll play it. I'll play it as I'll play it as my lead in for tomorrow. If you guys send me stuff, I will absolutely play the stuff you send me. And the Black Dragon, is this it? Why don't I see it? Oh, that's not it. Man, I forget what I named the damn thing. Black Dragon. It's not that. Let's see. I have it. Oh, is this it? This might be it right here.
Hi, my name's Black Dragon, the Midnight Ghost Rider. I'm from Charleston, West Virginia, and I watch Black Dragon Biker TV. See you around.
Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Yeah, I still got that, man. Boy, that was fun. You're not better with nunchucks than I am. I mean, don't even be thinking that. But the ting 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 ting. Boy, that's still that still drives my blood to this day. Ting 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 ting. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, guys, send me stuff like that, man. I'll play your stuff. I don't have no problem with it, man. But I really do appreciate that. Just you guys caring about me enough to tell people you actually watch our show. Black Dragon, two brothers from Chicago named Marcus and James, also black belts in San Diego, bouncer at the roller rink. Ah, man, I used to spend time at the roller rink. You're taking me back 27 years, bro. The minute they find out you're okay, I don't. That's not something. Uh, that's why I am who I am today. When I was a little kid, people picked on me, but not no more. Not because I ride a motorcycle. Hard work, dedication, and sweat to the Shaolin lifestyle. That's Black Dragon, that the guy we just showed. A lot of us got picked on as kids. That's why I started karate. On point, Black Dragon. This is from earlier. Someone tries to kick me off my bike, I will eliminate the threat. It's me or him, and it won't be me. I guarantee it. Absolutely. Um, so I'm just scrolling back to see comments I might have missed because I wasn't reading comments. F around and find out, somebody said, is a good phrase with this topic. That could have been the name of this show, F around and find out. Lissa, is Lissa on? She told me she had a meeting this morning. I didn't think she was going to be on. Uh, let's see. How can we participate when it's nothing but money these days? All fees and penalties, patches, pins, nothing is just earned Oh, well, that's a whole nother thing that we can talk about where motorcycle clubs are concerned. Just scrolling through here to see my comments. And before I get out of here, okay. Uh, Pablo says the only weapons training I had was the bow staff. I can spank them with a stick. Boy, we need to bring biker combat back, don't we? I'm trying to put some biker combat videos back together for you guys. Marcus worked at the Navy Hospital, spent a lot of time in Santee, a place called the Aquarius. You're talking about places that I've hung out at. I probably knew these people. Um, I probably knew these people. Um, let's see. All right. All right. All right. Okay, you guys are talking about throttle responses and carbs. Okay, I think I got everybody. I think I got everybody's questions answered. So, my final point here, my final thought is this. We're under attack. Our way of life is under attack. What's up, brother Deacon? Love and respect. Um, our how we get down, it's under attack. My motorcycle club is 50 years old. If we want to see another 50 years of this, we have to take steps to build for the future. It's incumbent upon you. You don't get to just suck from the lifestyle and not give anything back. Well, you can, but that makes you a worthless piece of shit. It's good to see Crazy Joe 67 says that he is on he's now on Discord. Thank you for that, man. Appreciate that. How's the weight loss going? It's going. Todd J says we can't change history, but we can use history to change the future. And we want to say happy birthday to Carney Vanguard. Happy 48th, man. Getting ready to hit that big 5-0. It's coming, baby. Enjoy the 40s. Sven says over in Germany, says we have to close our lines, not only 4 weeks of prospectship or else. Riding a bike is mandatory, not driving car. We do have to close our lines. We have to be more discerning about who we bring in our clubs. But even more than that, we need to put out the bad actors. Trevor Drake, happy birthday, 54. God bless you. Amen. Even though you said something ugly about me earlier, I'm not going to hold that against you. Happy birthday. Sasquatch says MC doesn't stand for mostly cars. Oh, yes, it does. And a whole bunch of MCs I see. But anyway, we have to change. And one person can change. You can be the change in your motorcycle club by standing for what is right. In the end, just standing for what is right. There's so much power to it. Standing for what is right. I ain't fixing to do that. That ain't right. And I'm not letting you do it either. And you certainly can't do it in our patch. And I think the more of us that do that, we will have an impactful change on the MC set that will be powerful. If just the people that follow me change, I got hundreds of thousands of you guys out there, if not millions. If just my guys shared this philosophy and these videos with the people they knew. We could create a change within the mighty motorcycle club nations that no one would ever be able to stop the tide or the wave. Bad Intention Records said, my club is around for 50 plus years. And yes, we do have to change. Everything that doesn't change ceases to exist. It goes extinct. And I don't want to go extinct. Do you? I want my grandkids to be able to do this. I want my grandkids in my motorcycle club. That I would love that. Wouldn't you? Okay. My booty hurts. My tailbone. I've got enough time here. Man, I'll be glad when I heal up from my little motorcycle incident. I am old, bro. Old. Okay, I think that's everything. We got to keep news inside of the set, not blow them on every social media platform. Well, I don't know. I'm not against biker news. It is. You got to stop making the news. Us not talking about the news on social media doesn't stop, CNN and Fox and BBC and Al Jazeera and bro, they got billions of viewers. We just got millions. They got billions of viewers. You can stick your head in the sand. Oh, don't talk about it. Well, we're talking about it amongst ourselves. Believe me, the majority of the public does not watch Black Dragon Biker TV. I'm sorry. I hate to, you're telling the public about. The public ain't watching me. You guys watch me. Not news, but club business. Oh, well, yeah, you're right about that, Sven. We don't need to put club business out there, especially negative club business when it comes to using social media for your club's business. Social media should be I've said this before, said this in a couple books. Club media should be, or social media should be propaganda for clubs, where all we talk about is all the great things that happen in the MC. We should do that. Anyway, I'm at my time, 58 minutes. Be the change, man. Be the very positive change that the MC world needs. Be the change that the MC world needs. Right? And make me a video, send it to Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Make me a video that shows, what you do and that you watch Black Dragon Biker TV. Make me some videos so I can use them, man. How to Train Your Dragon MC edition. Make me a video like the one that Black Dragon made me. That would be cool. All right, now time for the housekeeping. Let's do this like we do. Hit the like button, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share. Subscribe. Please. You can get me at Black Dragon Biker TV on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and here on YouTube. Black Dragon Biker TV on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, and here on YouTube. Order my books. And here they are. President's Bible. Sergeant at Arms Bible, Public Relations Officer's Bible, Sergeant at Arms Bible. Where's my other one? And Prospects Bible. And these books will help you. They are #1 bestsellers. I'm so proud of them. I can't actually believe I'm holding these books that I actually wrote. That's like, this is, my mother's dead. This is the one thing that she didn't get to live to see. She would have been proud of this. My mama would have been proud of this, bro. I can't even really believe I've done this. This is like, bro, I'm in the Library of Congress, man. I'm in the damn Library of Congress. I am. I could be like, what's your contribution to the motorcycle club set? And you can I could slam these down like dominoes. I've made a contribution. One man can change things. One man or woman can make a contribution. One person, however you identify yourself, a person can make a contribution. A contribution that helps thousands and thousands and thousands and millions of people, and tens of millions and hundreds of millions and billions and tens of billions and hundreds of billions and whatever comes after. Trillions. That's right. And tens of trillions and hundreds of trillions. And I don't know what comes after trillions. What comes after trillions? Trillions? Megatrillions? Hell, I don't know. But whatever comes after, one person can make the difference. Somebody says their president's Bible shows up today. That's going to be cool, man. I wrote a lot about myself in that book, and exposed myself. I try to tell the truth. One of the things I've tried to tell is all of the mistakes I've made. So, you think you're so cool, blah, blah, blah. In my books, you're going to read about a lot of the mistakes I made. And I try to say why I made them and why anyone should not make those mistakes. Any walking videos coming up? Yes, I made a walking video yesterday. My first walking video with my new piece of equipment. And the walking videos are coming. I'm going to go make one here in a few minutes. And I'll be walking on the track for now because my booty hurts and I can barely walk. I walk on a cane right now. So I'll be walking around the track initially. It's going to be a minute, I think, before we get back out into the forest where a bro can fall down and not be able to get back to civilization. So anyway, so that's what's going on. You guys are talking about staff videos. The only reason I don't really mess with the staff anymore is you never have a staff with you. When are you walking around with a 6 foot tall bow? That's really old school martial arts. So I really don't focus on like I used to, because I'm older, like I used to focus on all the Kabuto Tonfa weapons, stuff, the Kabuto weapons and stuff. I don't really focus on those so much anymore because, I think more of, well, what are you going to really have in your hand? What are you going to have close? And we're working on that better now. All right. Join our podcast, The Dragon's Lair Motorcycle Chaos, available on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, and places like that. Wherever you get your podcast, you will find the Dragon's Lair, LAIR, Motorcycle Chaos. That's the podcast. It's actually podcasting right now. That's what it looks like. Kind of plain looking, huh? But that's all the pieces that make it go together. So you're seeing it right from the inside of the studio. Please join us on our Discord channel. The Discord link is in the description below. We're still collecting funds for the Black Sabbath MC North Shore chapter fundraiser. So you can go to GoFundMe and look for the Black Sabbath MC North Shore Chapter Fundraiser. You can reach me at Black Dragon at blacksabbathmc.com. Phone number is 404-692-0336. That's the number for the show here inside the studio. I believe I've covered everything. I want to tell you guys, I appreciate you all. I love you all. And we will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel, somewhere around 10ish. And we're on Monday through Friday and then Sunday. And yeah, look for my walking videos. They'll be coming on kind of sporadically throughout the day. And we'll just be having a lot of fun. 51 migrants were found dead in a truck in Texas. 51 people trying to get to a better life. They didn't do it the right way. They did it illegally. They paid a lot of money. They trusted someone, and that someone violated their trust and left them in a hot, sweltering cage in 100-degree weather and killed 51 people. Man, I tell you what, we got some BS going on out here. The only people you can depend on are those brothers and sisters in your motorcycle club. You got somebody that would take your money and leave you in a box to die because they're afraid they're going to get caught or something. Do the crime but can't do the time and cost you and your family your lives. Many of us are doing pretty well. We don't face that as a reality. So let's take the good stuff we have and the good stuff we can do, and let's do better. It's too much drawing away from us, too much negativity, too much evil in the world for us to be perpetuating that on society. Get rid of the bad actors in your club. They ain't worth a damn. Thanks for tuning in, and get skinny.